Hello, I just wanted to give you a quick demonstration of exactly what OutVeo does, exactly how it works, and just how easy it is to use to help you manage your outsourced projects and outsourced workers. Now, OutVeo is a software program that you install on your website, and there are two sides to it. There's the admin side, and also there is the staff side. So let's take a quick look over the administration side of OutVeo. And of course that's where you would log in as the project manager to set everything up for your outsourced workers. So let's log in and take a look around. So this is the first page that you're going to arrive at, which of course is a home page, and this gives you a real bird's eye view over absolutely everything going on. So from here we can access these different pages. There's not a huge number of pages and they're all very clearly laid out. So if we scroll down the page a bit further, we can see these are all the projects we have in progress. We can see who's working on them, what the deadline is. We can also see the agreed cost, and we can also see the progress being made as well. Okay, so if we go down the page a little bit further, we're going to be able to see what projects are now due for payment. And so from here we can see who to pay, when it was completed, what the agreed cost was, and there's also a button there you can go and pay them directly. So that's that page really. Let's take a look at the next one. So then we have add new staff. This is literally where you go to add new staff, as the name suggests. So all we have to do here is just add your outsourced worker's name and email address, and an invitation is sent off to them to invite them into the OutVeo system, and of course they would log into this area here. Okay, let's go back to this area. So from here you set their assignment, you give them the agreed cost, and also you can set the deadline. You can add more assignments of course, and then you send them their invitation. So they then get an email from you with the login details, which takes them to their login page, which is right here. So it takes them in there, and from there they can then access the projects that you've assigned for them. Okay, let's take a look at the administration area in a bit more detail. So we have an outsourced staff link, and that takes us to a list of all the people we have working for us now and all those people who have worked for us in the past. We can access more details about each particular staff member by clicking on the staff profile button, and from here we can then we'll then be taken to a page called staff member profile, and of course this takes you to all the details about that particular worker that you have working for you. And from here we can give them new assignments to do from a drop down list of those assignments that you've already created. So there's the agreed cost, the deadline, you can add new assignments, and then we have the live assignments they're working on right now, and we can then see the agreed cost, the deadline, and also we can see if there are any notes on the particular project, and we can also upload files and download files from this area here too. So it's very comprehensive in terms of what you can do, but it's all very clearly laid out. Okay, so let's go to the assignment templates page, and from here this is where you set up your various assignments that you want your outsourced workers to complete for you. As you can see here, these are all the ones that I've already got pre-programmed into my system. You know, I've already set these up, so all I do now is I just assign them to the different workers that I have. So let's take a look at one of them. I'm just going to scroll down here. I'm going to look at one called create a persona, which is this one here. So I'm just going to edit it, just to give you an example of what you can do. So that then takes us to the edit assignment page for that particular project, and we can see here all the details that you've given them. You can be really precise in your instructions to your outsourced workers through text and also through videos you can embed. Now this is basically what we're doing here is this is a page which is set up for your outsourced worker to go to, and they can get all the instructions on exactly what it is you want them to do. And one very important part of this are the checklist items that they then go through one at a time, indicating what they've done and what they haven't yet done. As they do each particular item on the checklist, they check it off. Obviously there's no checkbox here because this is for you, the project manager, setting the whole thing up. And so they have all the instructions. You can then upload a file that you want to attach to that particular project. You can then publish it. You can even add a new item to the actual assignment there, to the steps that you want them to follow. You've got controls here to move the steps up and down, so you're not stuck with what you have. You can do whatever you want there. It's very flexible. And then we move on to the assignment templates again, I just want to show you one other really powerful feature that we have here, and that is what we can do is we can actually export these assignment templates. So we can export them as a single file which can then be imported into other installations of OutVeo, and this is a very powerful feature because of what you can do with it. Basically, you could create a series of assignments, and then if you wanted to, you could sell those assignments to other people who also have OutVeo. Or you can use it as a way of creating bonuses for your products. For example, let's say you have a series of training videos and you want people to follow through with them. Basically, you invite them into your installation of OutVeo, or you can then give them, an assignment to then import into their copy of OutVeo. So there's a few ways around it, but it's a very, very flexible, very powerful system. So let's take a look at the settings page very quickly. On this page here, this is where we can set up a staff resources page. This is a common resource page, so all your outsourced workers will be able to see this page. You can include videos and text links. Then we have dynamic content tags for the emails that are sent out by the system. As you can see here, there are a few different types of emails that we can send out depending on what action has been taken within the system. Okay. And then of course you've got the other administration details you can then go ahead and change. So that about takes care of the administration side of OutVeo, which you as the project manager would go into and you can set everything up. But if ever you get stuck, we also have a tutorials page here. This takes you directly through to a YouTube channel I've set up full of videos that show you how to do each part of this. So if ever you get stuck, help is not going to be far away. Okay, so let's take a look at the staff login page and the staff area. So if I just log in here, this then takes me through to exactly what an outsourced worker is going to be seeing. As soon as they log in, they're going to be seeing a list of the different assignments that you have for them, and they would work their way through them in order. They can see the progress that's been made on it, and of course that progress there, let's say this, for example, 20% progress has been made with this particular assignment, blog commenting. That progress is then shown to you on this page here. If I show you here, if I go back to the home page, within the administration area, I'm looking at work in progress, and this is where it would be shown for that particular project. So you can see exactly what your outsourced workers have done and what they haven't done just yet. So we're on the page here for an outsourced worker. They can see all the projects they've got to get done. They can see the deadlines, they can see the progress made, and all they would do is they click on this button here, which is to get assignment, and from there they can see all the instructions that you have for them. So you've got both the text instructions and also the video instructions as well, and as I mentioned before, there's also a checklist for them to work their way through. So they would basically do one step, check it off, then they would just scroll down the page and they would then go ahead and save their progress. And of course what they can also do is they can upload files, they can download files that you've attached to that particular project. In addition to that, they can also add notes to the assignment, and those notes obviously will be sent off to you by email, and you can read them as well from within the admin area of OutVeo. And from here they're also going to be able to see any notes that are attached to the assignment. So as you can see, there's a very, very clear path of communication between both you and your outsourced worker at all times and at all stages of a project. Okay, so there's also finally the settings page here. So if we look here, this is the page obviously where they enter in details about themselves, what their areas of expertise are and anything else that's relevant. Okay, so that about covers OutVeo. Oh, and also one other thing as well, if your outsourced worker ever gets stuck in using OutVeo, I have also set up some YouTube videos that they can watch from within the OutVeo YouTube channel. So they can go there and they can just watch some videos that explain things to them. But as you can see, there's not very much to explain really. It's a very simple, very straightforward system that's going to make outsourcing so much easier for you. But as always, if you have any questions, just scroll down the page and just leave a comment and let me know. Hopefully this has helped, and thanks very much.